What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Afterwatch presented by WWT. Who watches? Oh my gosh.
The WWT commentary YouTube channel.
Yeah, there you go. And today we're on episode 5 of Widow's Bay. And
I've been loving this series.
yeah,
This is
it's so fun.
We're a few episodes like behind where it's the show's actually at, and it is so hard to not like
Just binge it.
now that I've got Netflix,
Yeah.
I'm no longer a week to week watcher. I'm a let's wait till it comes out and then we'll watch the whole thing,
Yeah.
in like chunks.
I know. I mean, hey, you could just go ahead and watch it, and then the day before we do these videos, you just watch the episode again.
See, I've been trying not to go ahead that way. Like I can
Be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these are like that's why I've been doing it the same way too. Just because I was like, oh, I don't want to get ahead because then like it'll affect how I talk about the episode with fresh eyes versus like, oh, I've seen the whole thing. Because I think it's done for the season. It's like 8 episodes. Or
Yeah.
10 episodes or something like that.
And I've told a few people that we're doing this, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, sounds cool." And then they go and watch the whole thing, and they're like, "What episode are you on? I want to talk about it."
You're like,
I'm on 5. Stop.
don't ruin it for. See, this is why you do it after
Yes.
you're done watching it. But no, episode 5 starts from the harrowing ending of episode 4. It's aftermath, right?
Yep.
It's the next morning after the Reverend has unalived himself. And now Tom is like, I got to get this under control. Our tourism is up. And if something like this gets out, then like it'll affect business. So we are going to instill a curfew 7 to 7. And I was like, dude, no one wants to be at a vacation spot where you got to be inside at 7.
Right.
Especially when there's supposed to be fireworks that night.
Right. Yeah.
And so
Everybody knows it doesn't even get dark till 8
I know. I hate the summer.
in the middle of the summer.
Yeah. And so he goes, he's in his office and he's like telling Ruth Mary, he's like, hey, make sure my son stays in here. And then we see the butthole of a son. Man, I get it. I get being a teenager, but like, come on, man. He's such a dick.
Yes.
Because he's super insensitive, too, because he's like, oh, yeah, didn't your friend die? And he's like, yeah. Well, we're going to talk later about all this fucking asshole. And so he goes over to the church and like there's somebody giving a eulogy.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I saw the Rev at the tavern. And yeah, that's it. I didn't really know the guy. Yeah. And then the person who's like doing the funeral service, she's like, you don't have to come up here if you don't know what to say.
Not everybody's required to give a speech.
Poor lady, right? And yeah, and then at that point, like, Tom, Wick, and Patricia, they go to his office. They're trying to look for clues. What did he mean? There's an etching on his table that says like, my eye is open. And then, oh, sorry. You know what? I forgot to say this. At the beginning of this episode, it starts off in a very snowy part of the island. And there's like these little black mushrooms popping out, and some stranger falls
Like crawling through the snow.
and just eats them. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty important premise to set for this next portion, because Tom, as he's rifling through the office, he finds like a handkerchief, and it's inside of it is black mushrooms.
Yes.
And I mean, come on, man. I think we all know you're not supposed to eat like just random mushrooms. the guy at the beginning had no choice. He's probably starving, and he just ate whatever was near him. But like Tom is looking through his phone, and it's like Tom on the caller ID. It's just calling Tom, calling Tom, calling Tom, until he gets to one number where it's like, oh, he didn't call me, and so they're like, call it, and he calls it.
Wick's like, yeah, just call it.
Calls it, and the guy's like, what's up? And he's like, who are you?
Right. Tom is so awkward after
because I'm like, if it was me, I'd be like, dude, you called me. What do you mean, who are you? And he hangs up the phone, and then Patricia calls.
And she's like, why am I going to call him back on this phone? He's not going to answer.
And I love that.
He just hung up on you.
I love that because it's like, yes, that's exactly, you know. But Patricia calls, and she's like, I got your number from the Reverend. And he's like, oh, okay, what's up? You want to set up an appointment? And she's like, yeah, where are you? And there's like a whole long, awkward silence. 12 Birch Street. And then they get there, and it's like this Howard Stern looking dude opens up his coffee table, and there's just a bunch of drugs.
Right.
And Tom,
so they're like, oh my God, you're a drug dealer? Yeah. No, I'm a shaman.
And I know, like, Tom is like, oh my God, this is where all the drugs are on the island. This is where my son is getting his weed.
Going. Yep.
And so they're like, and Tom is like, all right, here, what do you think about these mushrooms? And he's like, oh yeah, that is some stuff right there. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, I wouldn't take those. And then he starts talking to Patricia. He's like, yeah, Patricia, remember Brian, Bry guy? You know, the guy who who flipped his mom's car in the forest in 8th grade? Yeah, he took these. And then he went crazy. I mean, like, his girl, his girl had to take care of him, feed him, and all that stuff. He was generally a happy guy afterwards. He was just useless after that. He just couldn't move his body and stuff. But, yeah.
But he's happier, and he stopped yelling at everybody.
Yeah. He stopped fighting with his girl, and but like he kept drawing this thing, and it's crazy, sacred geometry, and I was expecting like some variant of the golden ratio.
Yeah, right.
And it's just like hand turkeys. You remember that, right, Kobe? Kindergarten making hand turkeys.
100%. And
so like Wick is like, I'll take him. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, I can kind of boil it down to you for as a tincture, and you could just drink it in tea. And then like Tom brings out Wick, and he's like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it because you brought all these tourists, and somebody has to try to find a way to stop everything that's happening.
Right. Yeah.
And then
they were like, he explained that mushrooms. He's like, this mushroom will get you where you want to go, even if you don't want to go there. Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to go there. And Patricia comes back in. She's like, Wick's going to take it. And Tom, he's like, oh my God. And he calls back to the office, and he's like, yeah, your son's not here anymore. He left. He slipped my grasps. I was like, come on, man. You left him with Rosemary. Rosemary's not going to do anything. And so like Tom goes back in there, and he's like, I can't do this. I got to go back and find my son. And he swigs his tea. And he was like, oh, dude, you can't go anywhere. You just drank it. He's like, what do you mean? Right. He's like, yeah.
No, Wick was going to drink it. He's like, yeah, that's why I gave it to you, Wick.
And I was like, oh man, did Wick set him up? That's kind of messed up. You can't surprise drug people. That is so dangerous. You can't surprise drug people, Kobe. But like this thing starts to like, he's like, oh, let me get you into the peaceful room. And I was like, that's the room from Gothica. It's just like a bed on the floor, in an empty room, and I was like, no, that's the bed from Gothica where they're about to assault Halle Berry.
Yeah, because he's like, yo, you don't have to go anywhere. You could just relax and enjoy the trip in the
The
peace
peace
room.
room. Oh my god. I was like, this is a room in a crack house. Like, and he's like, no. He gets up. He's like, I gotta go find my son. And then the whole rest of the episode, it gets really trippy because it cuts to black.
Yeah,
And every time he comes out of it, he's like, oh.
right. He doesn't know where he's at.
Yeah.
He's like in the back of a car, or he's in the
And
back in the office.
and Patricia's like, yo, you have to chill out. And through these sequences, it's like cutting from, yeah, he's in the office, and Patricia is like so done with this. Because if you guys have ever had to babysit somebody while they're like drunk or on a hallucinogen,
Right.
it is taking care of a 2-year-old. Because they're like running all over the place. They're saying nonsense. And it's so bad for Tom because like even like the DJ, Patricia's DJ, was like, what's wrong with him? And like Tom just keeps screaming out of nowhere. Because he's constantly blacking out back and forth. And then we cut over to Evan, who's with his like friends and with some out of town girls, which by the way, as a parent, I'm not letting you hang out with some like what's it called? Like hometown kids.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. What's like, what her parents like?
Yeah, it's like 3 girls and 3 guys, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna go hang out with some hometown kids? All right, let me see them. Oh, 3 guys with a car? No, absolutely not. I don't know their parents at all. And they're like standing, or they're like parked out in front of like this abandoned house, and they're like,
Right. Kind of like wheat field on one side and this abandoned house on the other.
and like the one kid from the last episode where they're like the kid was like, yeah, they'd never been out of the island. Losers. Of course now I see why they hang out with him. He's the one with the car. And they're like,
He's probably also the one with the pot.
yeah, that too. And he's like telling some spooky story. He's like, yeah, there's some guy that lived in here like in the 1800s, and then he unalived himself. And then it's been haunted ever since. And like the girls are like, is he serious? And like, cause everything's kind of a joke to them.
Right. Yeah.
And Evan's like, nah, he's serious. That's the story of this place. And they're like, oh my God. And then we cut back to Tom, and Tom has to attend some town hall meeting because obviously the residents of the town have been preparing for this influx of tourism, and now you're shutting the town down at 7.
Yeah.
And so they're like mad at him. And they're like, even the guy with the hotel, he's like, yeah, I want them to stay in my shitty hotel. And he's like, don't worry, I know it's shitty, guys.
That's why I don't sleep there.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm not gonna stay at
Now the tourists are coming. I want to make some money off it.
Yeah, like, come on, dude. If I'm staying at a bread and breakfast, and the owner of the property doesn't want to stay in their own house, I'm like, this place is haunted. This place is freaking haunted. But like, they're like, what do you have to say, Tom? And it blacks out. And then when Tom comes to, he writes, when you look back, their eyes will be gone, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something super fucking creepy, dude. And the janitor is like singing to himself. He's like, oh, hey, Mr. What, Finley? Oh, what's going on? He's like, where's my son? And then all of a sudden it cuts to them at the museum.
Oh, right. Yes.
Right. Wick does have like a little bit of a cutaway with Wick and the historian, and I guess they used to do a little bit of the mess around from back in the day, because she was like, your dad. He's like, your dad never liked me, and he's like, of course, Wick, you always kept me off past curfew. I was like, ugh, gross.
But yeah, at the beginning when they were looking through the the church, the priest had burned a lot of stuff, but Wick found a page, and it's kind of like a nonsense page, and he brings it to her because she's the historian to see if she can help him like
restore it,
figure out what it's saying.
And it's like a part of like an old diary or something, right?
Right. And then they realize that that page goes with
this old
diary of the wife of the guy who was the original mayor, founder.
Yeah. So like,
and everybody, because everybody's always thinks that the founder's like the hero that saved the place, but this page kind of makes it sound like, oh yeah, I'm pretty scared that he's gonna kill me.
Yeah, it's super.
But just kidding, because he might read this. So
just kidding.
Love him.
But yeah, so we cut back to the museum, and Tom is doing hand turkeys.
Yeah.
But then, like, he starts to hear his son's name. He goes, I gotta find my son. And then, like, he's, like, on a child leash. And he starts running after his son, and then Patricia gets dragged away. And then it cuts back to what's his name? Evan. And he's like, they're like, yeah, you won't go there. You won't go there to look cool,
right, because one of the girls like,
babes.
Because now it's dark, and one of the girls is like, I saw something moving in the window.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, there's nothing. And he's like, well, I bet you won't knock on the door then.
Yeah, stupid kid stuff. And so, like, as he's about to, like, knock on it, the sheriff is like, Evan, get away from that house.
Get away from the creepy house. Yeah.
And he, like, Evan goes to the sheriff, and he's like, hey, could you not tell my dad I was here? He's like, whatever. And then he's like, all right, well, we'll get out of here. Is it cool before, like, as I walk away, I say F you pigs?
Yeah, he's like, hey, well, we're with some out-of-town girls, and we're trying to impress them.
And he's like, hell no. And he's like, okay, I just thought I'd ask. But he cracks a smile because, like, you know, everybody's a bit, you know, every male adult has been a teenage kid.
Yep.
That wants to look good in front of the out-of-town girls. And then we cut back to Tom, and he's being driven by Ruth. And she's like...
And again, he's like, now he has no idea where he's at. He's just in the back of the seat.
And then it blacks out, and then they're, like, at the gas station, and she's, like, doing some scratch-offs. And then he, like, looks into the convenience or the gas station, and it's, like, milk is on the floor. His loafer is there. And he's like, that's my loafer. And the guy's like, dude, get out of here. I told you to get out. And he, like, darts for this guy. And you're like, what the f... And then it cuts back to Evan. He's getting home, and Tom and Ruth are there, and he's like, oh, freak. And Tom he's still zooted. Like, he's still zoned out.
Right.
Does something super embarrassing by, like, looking into the car and going around it, and Evan is obviously really embarrassed. But Tom is like, he's starting to feel better, and he's still getting his cognitive abilities back.
Right.
Because he's like, get in the house.
But he's smart enough to be like, we're gonna have a conversation about this in the morning when we feel better.
Yeah. But, like, you know, when Evan gets in the house, she's like, I was having fun, and then you ruined it, you know, and I hate you so much.
One of these days I'm just gonna leave and never come back.
Yeah. But he does ask Evan, he's like, how come we've never been out of the island? What kind of parent does that to somebody? Right. And that's when Tom is like, we'll talk about this in the morning. And then when Tom goes to, like, throw up, and then really good, like, little Sam Raimi situation going on there, because, like, it zooms into him like in the Evil Dead, and it's like focused on his face, and you're like, what is there? And you're like, you're glad they're not showing it, but then they do show it, and there's nothing there. But then all of a sudden, like, what's it called? It goes into the day, like a little bit of a Ju-on situation where it's like daytime.
Right.
And then you find out it's a little flashback hallucination of Tom and his wife, pregnant wife, leaving the island.
Yeah.
But as they're getting on the ferry, she starts freaking out. She's like, I can't see anything. I can't see anything. And then it goes like she's at the hospital, like Tom is at the hospital. They're like, the baby is fine. He's like, what about my wife? And she's like sitting on the bed looking just shell shocked
Right.
or
And
something.
at this point in a previous episode, they had talked about how his mom wasn't. Oh, because he was talking to the girl who he thought was the sea hag,
Oh,
and that his mom had passed in childbirth.
yeah. But she's
now you're finding out that
she's alive. And yeah, and that's does the episode end like that? I'm like blanking right now.
so then he kind of looks over into the dark
Yeah.
bedroom and hears like a growl,
Yeah.
and then the camera like zooms like super in on his face again, and then it kind of ends.
Oh, that's when we got the Sam Raimi shot. Okay, I thought it was before that. Yeah.
Well, because they also did one when he's like, when his face is like in the toilet.
Oh,
when He's
okay.
like looking like he's gonna throw up.
Yeah. Dude, what a great episode. What were some of your favorite parts?
I loved that it was like that, the tripping, like of
Yeah.
the mushrooms. Like every time he started to get a little bit of his faculties back, then all of a sudden it was like blank, and now he's in the back of a car like sleeping, and he gets woke up because like the ashes from a cigarette hit him in the face. You know?
Of course, Ruth
And
smokes and
everything,
drives.
right? Everything, like he can't remember anything because every time he wakes up, he's like, "Oh my god, where's Evan?"
Yeah.
Ruth's like, "Well, hopefully he's at your house because that's where I'm taking you."
Yeah, I gotta say, Ruth is like a stand-up person. Like, she's kind of rough around the edges, and even after whatever freaking thing happened at the gas station, she still got him home. Like,
Right.
solid person, because you feel like Ruth wouldn't care about anybody, but like even in the last episode, she tries to be like, "Hey, Patricia, this is all weird, and
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah.
to be supportive because that's what you wanted me to be, but this did not understand anything in your speech." So like I actually really love Ruth like as a character on this show because she's just a person waiting for retirement at this point. No nonsense. She stays concerned for the people that are around her. One of my favorite moments is probably with like surprisingly Evan and the sheriff, because it's such a teenage like conversation.
Yes. Yeah.
And I like the little smile that the sheriff cracks because he's like, he wants to look like a badass in front of like the girls. And
But
he's
I'm
like,
still not letting them disrespect me.
yeah. Yeah, because I was like, man, come on, man. Like, there's like a line. Like, I'm pretty sure he could have gotten away with something else, but not F you pigs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you I'm not gonna let you do that in front of people and then make the people think when they go back home, like, yeah, you could talk anyway to me. But no, yeah, and I love the edits of the blacking out because it was so like as a viewer, it's so jarring, and it kind of puts you in the same shoes as Tom.
Right. Right. You're not just seeing him like pass out and then wake up, because like he's like, one of them is like he wakes up like in that little town meeting, and it's just like that. It is obvious that the town meeting has been going on for 10 minutes because everybody's already all fired up, and then they're just like, okay, let's hear from Tom, and he's like,
Yeah, and then he blacks out. Oh, and that dude, there's
so we
that.
never even know what he says.
But there's also that moment with the DJ where like he gets up and he's like, "Tom, are you okay?" But then like his eyes are all black,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, it was so creepy because it's like somebody that you're so familiar with is like possessed by like a demon or something,
Right, right.
and
And
it's
that was
so
a great,
freaky.
like the filming on that, where it was like kind of like the background would get a little blurry, and then
Yeah,
like he would get a little blurry, and the background would get clear, like as he's like trying to get his focus. It was really,
it was really fun.
it's a great like the behind the
Atmosphere.
scenes team is doing a great job with this.
Yeah, because it's like it's so important to set an atmosphere for this,
Yeah,
and like like visual tricks like that is like really great just for storytelling. Because like everything's intentional when you like watch these movies and these shows. Angles are intentional, and it's just like that was such a just a great way to kind of like, as a viewer and as like from Tom's POV, like know something is like, oh, this is something's wrong right now with this situation.
right. Yep.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm pretty excited for next week to watch the episode and really just dive deeper into this Widow's Bay world. But any last words, Kobe?
I don't know. There was nothing that like no like I watched it a couple times. Nothing, no strange like where I was like, "Hey, did you see the skull and crossbones?" Or
Yeah.
you know,
No Easter eggs.
no Easter eggs that I really caught.
Yeah, because you know what, this episode it feels like. I mean, it was still a great episode, but it feels like, oh, this is like kind of like a filler episode
Right,
of
and it was,
like.
and I feel maybe it's a little setup,
Mhm.
like because like you got the little bit of Wick
Yeah,
knowing the
the
historian.
historian.
So I feel like there's going to be like maybe something coming
Yeah,
out of that. He his son walked up and like touched the door of
yeah, of
the
the haunted
house.
house.
Like, is that like just going to wake
Yeah.
whatever's in that up?
Also, like Evan finally kind of just talking about what's wrong with him, like what's wrong with the relationship. It's like the first time he's ever had an outburst of like that wasn't sarcastic.
Right. Yeah.
So that was also good too. Yeah. So like, oh
Uh,
yeah, not a
and
filler
then
episode, but a
and then
setup
you get
episode.
and then you
Yeah.
get yeah and then you get that like that little flashback where like his wife didn't die in childbirth.
Oh yeah.
What happened to her?
She's like, yeah, she's just locked away somewhere on the island because she's like catatonic or something.
Right.
Which like also like on if you were Evan, that's like that's messed up because my mom isn't dead. You
Yeah.
know, so that's just another
Yeah.
thing that's gonna strain the relationship. So yeah, no, like yeah, you're right. It is a setup. I just like I was like trying to look for the word, and filler is like the only thing that really popped up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
but it makes me excited for next week's episode because I feel like there's gonna be a good amount of payoff from this episode.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what we could do, what shows we could watch and talk about. Really, we're just doing it this way just because, yeah, copyright strikes are a pain in the butt. I was thinking maybe I could just like put it somewhere on the screen, have the episode kind of going, but I was like, nah, you know
Yeah.
how many times like when I used to do like film, like just film reactions for the channel, how many times I had to edit it and like take it down because you don't you have to upload it first and then it's such a pain. So hopefully you guys can find some enjoyment in this one. Hopefully I'll get better at maybe making this more visually entertaining for you guys. Who knows?
We'll have to just start back the camera up and we'll act out the scenes.
Oh, like Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec when he was talking about Roadhouse.
Exactly.
And that's Roadhouse. But yeah, make sure to give us a shout out and anything, and also make sure to check out the podcast where we talk about a lot of underrated films. We have 300 plus episodes on there, so if you're gonna go on a long road trip, if your mother-in-law is talking to you and you don't want to listen,
Right.
there's many reasons.
Long drive to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll fill the time.
Hey man, that's how I listen to my podcast. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Oh man, but thank you guys for joining us. My name is Barry,
This is Colby.
and this is the Afterwatch.